guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Jada Pinkett situation, honey. So now, if you guys all know, I had made my video on Sunday. Jada Pinkett was initially tweeting that she was thinking about boycotting the Oscars. And if you guys remember my video, I was basically saying, you know, why is Jada and why are black people begging for acceptance from the Oscars, the Grammys, and whatever else? And it seems like after my video got viewed, all of a sudden Jada Pinkett came out with a new video Monday, basically kind of saying the same shit I said in my video.
Kudos to you, bitch.
About how we need to boycott the Oscars, we need to come together as black people, create our own thing, and stop looking to like the white academy for validation. After she made her video on her Facebook page and it went viral, when I tell you so many folks had things to say, I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys what Jada Pinkett put on her Facebook page. Check this out, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Hi, today is Martin Luther King's birthday, and I can't help but ask the question, is it time that people of color recognize how much power, influence that we have amassed, that we no longer need to ask to be invited anywhere? I ask the question, have we now come to a new time and place where we recognize that we can no longer beg for the love, acknowledgement, or respect of any group? That maybe it's time that we recognize that if we love and respect and acknowledge ourselves in the way in which we are asking others to do, that is the place of true power. I'm simply asking the question. Here's what I believe. The Academy has the right to acknowledge whomever they choose, to invite whomever they choose. And now I think that it's our responsibility now to make the change. Maybe it is time that we pull back our resources and we put them back into our communities, into our programs, and we make programs for ourselves that acknowledge us in ways that we see fit, that are just as good as the so-called mainstream ones. I don't know. Here's what I do know. Begging for acknowledgement or even asking diminishes dignity and diminishes power. And we are a dignified people, and we are powerful, and let's not forget it. So, let's let the Academy do them with all grace and love, and let's do us differently. I got nothing but love. Hey, Chris, I will not be at the Academy Awards, and I won't be watching, but I can't think of a better man to do the job at hand this year than you, my friend. Good luck. And to the rest of you, nothing but love, always.
All right, so you guys just saw what Jada Pinkett had to say. So after her video went viral, a lot of folks had things to say. A lot of people disagreed with her. Folks were going in on her. The person who went in the most, honey, was Jana Herbert, a.k.a. Aunt Vi. Shout out to that Atari35 chick on Twitter. She was one of the first ones to get a hold of me and let me know that Aunt Vi was wilding out on social media, honey. She kept it 100. Go ahead and check out what I say, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. So you guys just saw everything that Aunt Vi had to say. Aunt Vi went in, honey. Now, on top of that, Spike Lee's also taking to social media and stating that he's boycotting as well. On top of Spike Lee, Snoop Dogg also released a video in support of Jada Pinkett, and he's saying the same thing. So shout out to Tiny for this video from Snoop Dogg. Go ahead and check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my comments.
Now, I normally don't make comments on, political shit or shit that be going on in the media, but I watched my sister Jada Pinkett speak on the Academy Awards and how they don't really, they don't really fuck with black folks, but they use us for how they use us. I feel the same way in the music industry with the Grammys, being nominated for 16, 17 Grammys and never winning one, so I kind of feel what she's saying as far as great performances and never being, you know, acknowledged. But who gives a fuck? Fuck the Grammys. Fuck the Oscars. Fuck all that old slavery bullshit ass award show. Fuck them. I'm with you, baby girl. I may not say it as nice or as classy as you, but I'm on the same page as you. And fuck them. They steal all our culture, steal all our slang, steal all our everything. And then they make it cool, and then we can't get no acknowledgement for what we do as far as being originators and creators to this entertainment world, so to speak. So, Jada, this is Snoop. I love you. Appreciate you. What you said is so true. I'm going to say it for you the way you really should have said it. Fuck the Oscars, fuck the Grammys, and fuck any of you motherfuckers who nominate or don't nominate. You old motherfuckers need to shit or get off the pot. I say let's have a Hood Awards, where we give all black folks what they do and deserve, from yesteryear, today, and tomorrow. Because there's some great filmmakers, great actors, great actresses, great screenwriters, etc., etc., but we don't get that look that we deserve. So, from Jada Pinkett Smith, Snoop Dogg, and all the disgruntled black actors and actresses all around the world, I'll say it for them. Fuck the Oscars, fuck the Grammys. I'm not watching that bullshit-ass show. Fuck them. I'll be smoking dope, kicking it. You dig? Now suck dick or die trying.
All right, so you guys just saw what Snoop had to say as well. So everybody and their mama, honey, been wanting to know my opinion on this entire situation. This entire situation is a hot damn mess. It's crazy. You know, my thing is this. First and foremost, like I said before, you know, I see both sides of it. And for me, why are people acting brand new? Why is it that in 2016, now the son Jada Pinkett wants to get up in arms. Now the son Spike Lee wants to get up in arms. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me because last year, there were a lot of good black movies out that didn't get any nominations. Last year, the only person who was even willing to boycott or speak up about someone not being nominated for anything was Reverend Al Sharpton. And when he was speaking up about boycotting the Oscars last year, everybody else was silent. So to me, it kind of looks shady when your husband put out a movie this year called Concussion and it's not nominated for anything. Now you want to come together and say that Black Hollywood needs to boycott the Oscars. Same thing with Spike Lee. In these past years, Spike Lee hasn't really said anything about the Oscars, but now the same year that he put out Chirac, I guess he thinks that Chirac should also be Oscar worthy as well. Now Spike Lee's talking about boycotting. So to me, it just comes off as kind of, you know, it makes me give them the side eyes to what their real intentions are, okay? Now, as far as Snoop Dogg goes, aka Snoop Lion, everybody and their mama knows I'm a huge Snoop fan, but I have to keep it 100. I don't know how to be fake, and I don't know how to not keep it real, okay? Snoop is saying that we need to come together, have our own award shows, we need to support our own shit. But let me bring it back to I think it was like 95, okay? We had our own award shows back then. We had the Source Awards. This was way before the BET Awards. We had things like the Source Awards. We had all types of hip hop awards, you know, and that was like a really big deal. And Snoop and Death Row helped to single-handedly basically destroy the Source Awards with all the whole drama from the East Coast, West Coast about how, you know, the East Coast don't got no love for the West Coast. The East Coast don't got no love for Death Row. Well, let it be known then. That still cracks me up. So my thing is this. We have had award shows and we still have award shows, but we have to hold our own shows to higher standards. We have to support them. We can't diminish them. You know, I feel like a lot of black folks have this mentality that, and I've said this before in my comment section, that the white man's ice is colder. And a lot of folks don't understand where I'm coming from when I say that. Sometimes black people, not just black people, it's a lot of people of color, Asians, Latinos. Sometimes people think that something is not as good unless there's a white name behind it, unless it's white people producing it or making it. They think it's not as good as. And unfortunately, in the black community, we have a lot of that mentality going around. And I've been guilty of this. I would never act like I'm over here and everybody else is over here. I've been guilty of this. You know what I'm saying? I've been guilty myself, yes, I admit, for calling the BET Awards the EBT Awards, okay? A lot of folks have called the BET Awards the EBT Awards. And I think that we need to stop devaluing black things. Stop devaluing our black shows. Stop acting like they're not as important as the MTV Awards or as the, the Grammys or the Oscars. We need to hold the NAACP Image Awards just as high as we hold the Oscars or the Grammys. We need to hold the Soul Train Music Awards just as high as we hold anything else. You know what I'm saying? If we're there to celebrate black excellence, then we need to respect that. We need to celebrate and we need to support it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you cannot keep begging for somebody else to see things through your eyes. And, so the whole situation is insane. It's a lot of ways to spin this. A lot of folks are saying, Aunt Vi's just bitter. She's angry. Now, I will say this about her rant. Was there shade in her rant? You damn sure better believe there was shade in her rant. Does she come off as bitter, being that she's taught my stuff from 20 years ago? In a way, you could say that. But at the end of the day, everything that woman said was on point. There are bigger fish to fry right now affecting black people. Not only a young black man, not only a black man out here getting shot, losing their lives. In Flint, Michigan, people, not just black folks, poor people out there are not being subjected to poisonous water. So it's like there's so much stuff going on in the world that's way more important than an award. While it's nice to be, to be patted on the back and shown that you've done a great job, while that's nice to get accolades and get prizes and stuff like that, and it means a lot to people, at the end of the day, there's bigger fish to fry. Should I sit here and boo-hoo because my channel is never nominated for the streaming awards? No, I take my accolades as I get them. Just a simple thank you. Just, people leaving comments saying that they appreciate my videos and they appreciate the work that I put into my videos. To me, that's gratitude enough. If YouTube never recognizes me on a big scale, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lose no sleep over that. At the end of the day, my subscribers, my followers and things like that, they appreciate what I do. So I don't need an accolade necessarily from YouTube. Would it be nice to get it? Yes, but I'm not going to sit here, cry, rant, and, make it a whole race issue as to why my channel is not being nominated for the Streamies. That's silly. But again, in order to have these award shows be successful, we have to support, we have to tune in, we have to watch, and most of all, these celebrities have to show up, okay? Just like I said in the other video with Omarion. He wants to go on this huge rant about, the Grammy Awards, but when the Soul Train Music Awards sat there and supported you after you not having a hit in almost 10 years, black folks supported you. They made posts to be #1 on all the radio stations and everything else. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song posted. For him, Chris Brown and Janae to not show up, that's a slap in the face to not only the fans, but to the people who nominated you and voted for you. We as fans and as people need to stop diminishing black events and black award shows, and black celebrities need to also attend and show love. But at the end of the day, we can't sit here and cry and beg for inclusion when we're not even respecting and showing up to our own things. So like I said, I don't disagree with anything that Janet Herbert said. Like I said, there was some shade, but she said a lot of truth. There's bigger fish to fry. And in Hollywood, it's such a small town out here in LA. Everybody basically knows everybody and everybody's fighting for the same roles. And there's not as many opportunities for black actors and actresses out here. A lot of black actors and actresses are not going to take heed to that because they don't want to mess up anything with their agents and their managers. And at the end of the day, everybody's not sitting on millions and millions of dollars like the Smiths. You know what I mean? So she can be a little bit more vocal because she has a nest egg. But if you're an up-and-coming actress, or if you're just not getting your foot in the game, can you really afford to be that vocal? No, you can't. So like I said, the whole situation is just really, really interesting. So anyways, you guys, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts on everything. How do you feel about Jada Pinkett's rant and her going off about the award show? Do you feel like it's sincere, or her and Spike Lee only mad because, her husband's movie's out and he wasn't nominated, and Spike Lee's upset because his movie's out and he wasn't nominated? Like I said, where were they last year and the year before that when Selma didn't get nominated and other black movies didn't get nominated? Then on top of that, let me know what you guys think about Snoop Dogg's rant, and most of all, what you guys think about Janet Herbert, aka Aunt Viv, going off on Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.